What's up, guys? I'm JAYZOMBAY. I'm joined alongside by the wonderful Incubus. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
And this is our first video for our YouTube channel. We are, of course, Dead Zone Gaming. We're going to go by DZG for this one so that we don't confuse anybody. We're doing our very first movie reaction. This is actually some of my favorite content to absorb on YouTube, and I thought it was time. Let me give back a little bit. Let's do something cool. So I was talking to Incubus the other day. He liked the idea, and he'd never seen one of my favorite movies of all time, Inception. Chris Nolan, basically the whole cast from The Dark Knight Rises, all in one little package here. Incubus, are you excited to watch Inception for the very first time?
Yeah, this is gonna be good. I've been wanting to watch this for a while.
What do you know about Inception?
Yes.
Nothing at all.
Exactly.
Nothing at all. So he is going in blind, which a lot of you are going to be like, oh no, he's going to lose his mind. Like, this movie's so complicated. But I don't think it's that bad. I think he's smart enough to keep up with the movie. I don't think he's going to have any problems whatsoever.
I've got 2 brain cells I can rub together.
That's right. You're going to need more than 2, but I still think you'll be all right.
All right. Cool.
So again, this is a Chris Nolan movie. Came out in 2010. I saw it in theaters 3 times. To tell you how much I liked it when I saw it come out. I have a copy on DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K, and I have a copy on Amazon Prime as well. So it's needless to say, I love this movie. I got a poster in my other room on my wall that is an Inception poster. So this is my second favorite movie of all time, only behind V for Vendetta. So
basically, we've got the fanboy and the green one.
Yeah, the green. So I'm the guide here. I'll guide through the movie, or no, I don't want to say the metaphor because it'll give it away for Incubus. But I'll be the guide here, and Incubus will be the subject of the experiment. I think he's gonna love this, but we'll see for sure. There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Before we get going, guys, just a quick reminder, we got a ton of social media. All of it will be linked in the description down below, especially our Discord. If you really want to come hang out with us, the Dead Zone Gaming community on Discord is fantastic. We got a lot of cool features. It is a premium Discord. We pay to keep it updated. So you guys really should, if you like this content, you want to see more of it, join us in Discord so we know that you watched it, that you liked it, and that you want to hang out with us. We also stream on Twitch every week at Dead Zone Gaming. That is D-E-D-Z-O-N-E, not D-E-A-D. We are Dead Zone Gaming. And we play all kinds of content, including Halo, survival games, and even community nights with things like Jackbox and Among Us and other games like that. So if you like what you see, make sure you come hang out with us there as well. And one last thing, if you like the video, when you get all the way through it, make sure you like and subscribe. It's a great YouTuber that asks you to like and subscribe before they've seen anything, isn't it? But yeah. That's okay, because hopefully they like this movie as much as we do. Hopefully you like this movie as much as I do. But enough talking. Let's get to the film.
All right. Can I start this off by going,
Yeah, you can, because funny enough, you're not going to be the only one.
As I consider your proposal.
Interesting setup.
He knows. What's going on up there?
Wait.
Yep.
They're already in his head?
Are they?
Sato knows. He's playing with us. Stay where you are, Maul.
You trust her?
No. I'm thinking that they're trying to steal something from him, something he knows. And the only way to do it is by getting in his head. And they think that he knows that they're there. Oh, that's cool.
Sure fuck is.
Wait, what? So they were hired by a corporation to get information from Saito. I don't know what the information is yet, but in their attempt to try and trick him into giving it to them no matter what, They put him into a dream state, and then inside the dream state, they put him into a dream state. And the way that they kept Saito from being in control is they didn't give him control of the primary dream state. They only gave him control of the secondary dream state.
Right. That's pretty close, yeah.
But I don't understand what the top is about.
You'll get there. Ready for the surprise of your life?
What?
An actor you probably didn't expect to be in this.
Never did like your office, did you?
No space to think in that room cupboard.
I have a test for you.
I love the name Ariadne too. I don't know if you know the Greek mythology there.
Before I describe the job, I have to know you can
Ariadne
do it.
helped Theseus escape
It's
the
not
labyrinth
scripture speaking.
from the
Yeah.
Minotaur.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
So she is good, but she didn't know what she did. She got pissed.
Sometimes it takes different motivations for different people to do different things, right? I saw the gears turning in your head during that Michael Caine scene.
Yeah.
Think about it, Ariadne. How did you get here? Where are you right now?
She in a dream? Are they in a dream right now?
In the middle of the workshop right now, sleeping. This is your first lesson in shared dreaming. Stay calm. Time seems to feel more slow.
5 minutes in the real world gives you an hour in the dream.
Why don't you see what you can get up to in
A lot
5
simpler
minutes?
math than I thought it would be.
I was gonna say I liked watching you do that in your head. Okay, yeah, I believe that. That's real. That's good.
Got the basic layout.
Ready for another surprise?
What?
You can rub them together all you want, they're not gonna breed.
All-star cast, huh?
She's dead. What you see in there is just his
I
protection.
knew it. She's dead, and the only way that that they interact anymore is because she's only alive in his subconscious.
Feels good when you figure something
You are
out
seeking
ahead of
chemist.
the movie, right?
Yes. To formulate compounds for a job.
Because they think I killed her.
What?
Thank you
For what?
for not asking whether I did.
You'd have to buy out the entire cabin and the first class flight attendant.
I bought the airline. It seemed neat.
You know, why not?
Yeah,
Let's
you
just,
know.
yeah, you
No
know,
questions.
why not?
If we just buy an airplane line, you know, nobody will wonder why there was a major corporate purchase of millions and millions and millions of dollars right before some espionage. Who would ever suspect a thing?
No one. You know, if I was someone like him, you would think that he would be more careful about something like that.
You would, but you never do know, do you? Who's walking past you on the street at any time? Who's next to you on a bus or on a plane or on a train?
Yeah,
How do you know anybody?
it's true, I guess.
I'm afraid it doesn't.
Oh, they're about to lose one of their team members. Wait, isn't that bad? Does that mean that Sato can't? Because that means Sato can't go down the levels with him, right?
Yeah, you wake up if you die in a dream.
Get Fisher in the back room now! Don't do that!
He's in agony. I'm waking him up.
It won't wake him up.
What do you mean it won't wake
It won't
him
wake him
When
up.
we die in a dream, we wake up.
Not from this. We're too heavily sedated to wake up that way.
Right, so what happens when we die?
Drop in a limbo.
Are you serious?
Limbo?
Unconstructed dream space.
So,
Thank you.
so if they die,
Hold on.
So, now we're trapped in Fisher's mind battling his own private army, and if we get killed, we'll be lost in limbo till our brains turn to scrambled egg.
Nothing like a good consequence of death to give you some stakes again, huh?
So you knew about these risks, and you didn't tell us.
There weren't meant to be any risks. I didn't know we'd be dealing with a load of gunfire. You had no right. This was the only way to go 3 layers deep.
Mal didn't kill her. She killed herself.
You mean Cobb?
She thought there were
Yeah.
projections, that our real
Yeah,
children
exactly.
were waiting for us up there somewhere.
Letter with our attorney, explaining how I'm fearful for my safety. How you threatened to kill me.
Oh man.
She had herself declared sane by 3 different psychiatrists. It made it impossible for me to try to explain the nature of her madness. So, I ran.
Right now or never. Copy.
Whatever that is has to be powerful.
Chloroform, probably.
Chloroform
One
doesn't work
chloroform.
that fast.
No, but in the dream it does.
Oh, fair. Yeah, if they're controlling the dream.
How are you gonna?
They're still looking at us.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. We should probably get out of here.
Damn.
Abuse of power, but also she didn't seem to mind, so well done.
Wait, so what's happening now?
That's the real sub-security that's coming to stop Cobb. And he tricked Fisher into thinking that those were the people coming to get him.
These men were sent here to abduct you, all right? If you want my help,
You get what he's doing?
Yeah.
He's tricking him so that he thinks Cobb's team is on his side and the security is against him.
Ooh, that's good. They're doing it.
That he was,
They're doing it.
I'm sorry.
It's working?
Yeah, maybe.
He's wrong.
I don't think he's ready.
No?
I don't think he's ready.
Cobb,
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
what's down there?
Hopefully the truth we want Fisher to learn.
I mean, what's down there for you?
You're the first one awake at the sleepover.
Yeah. Big true. Well, he knows what's at stake. Wait. So,
The van is moving.
right, but who's the dreamer then?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Arthur.
Arthur is? Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I'm confused. Because I'm like trying to figure out who's controlling the gravity.
The van is controlling the gravity.
Well, yeah, but whose mind is perceiving
Yeah, it's
the gravity?
Arthur.
Oh, jeez. That's...
Do you know this is practical?
yeah.
They built a giant set that swung in a circle.
Yeah.
And they had like a mounted camera so the action would always be where it was
Right.
supposed to.
Yeah.
Isn't that like one of the coolest scenes you've ever seen in a movie?
Yeah, that was something else.
Did you see that?
Or Yusuf, he's just like,
Yeah,
God damn it.
I know. Do you notice how that music is dot 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 dot?
It's too soon.
And then as it goes down, it gets dun dun dun
boy.
dun. And the further down they get, the slower it gets.
Yeah.
That was actually by design. Hans Zimmer did the score for this,
Yeah, I hear it.
and he
Yeah.
wanted to
It's
play with the
music.
concept of time in the same way that the movie does with the
Move
music.
fast.
So his score is actually that song, but every level they go down, it gets
This is 10
stretched
seconds
out
for
and
the jump.
slowed down more and more.
Oh.
And that
Which gives
that
Arthur 3
blong
minutes.
that is famous for everybody, right? Is actually the idea that that's so stretched out that you're just hearing one note at a time.
They still have to climb down to the middle terrace.
Well, then they need a new route, a more direct route.
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that kind of boggles my mind. Do you think it's gonna work? Oh shit! You already know if it doesn't work or not, and I don't.
Stressful, isn't it?
Yes.
Fuck it! I can imagine how bad that would feel. I mean, if you've ever even been sledding and tumbled down a hill like that,
I've been snowboarding and had a pretty spectacular wipeout.
Yeah, and it's kind of shitty, even if it doesn't
Yeah.
hurt. It's because like shit gets in your face and it like makes you feel claustrophobic.
And you
like
and
you
you're
can't
all like you're shaking and
Yeah.
you're just like your brain is literally rattled around your skull.
Yeah,
Like,
so imagine
oh
an
my gosh.
avalanche.
Oh, probably like 18 times worse.
Cobb, did we miss it?
Hi. Oh, hello.
Hi.
No, she is not real.
How do you know that?
She's just a projection. Fisher is real.
No.
Oh shit.
Ames, get to the antechamber now. And we will find him.
Oh, she wants to go another level.
Kicks in.
So they're gonna make it his dream? Or her dream?
It doesn't matter. It's limbo.
Oh, so they're following him into limbo. Oh.
Look where they are. The shores of their own subconscious. Only thing that's left there is whoever was sharing the dream before.
Oh, oh no.
The idea that caused you to question your reality came from me.
You planted the idea in my mind. What is she talking about?
The reason I knew
Jay.
Inception was possible was because I did it to her first. I did it to my wife.
Jay!
Yes.
We were lost in here. I knew we needed to escape, but something
Jay!
something deep inside. A truth that she had wanted
Jay!
Yes.
to forget.
Jay! Why?
Now tell me why!
Because you're together.
Oh, train.
That idea would grow in her mind like a cancer that even after she woke, that even after you came back to reality, that you continue to believe your world wasn't real. That death was the only escape.
Oh no! Jesus!
I was kind of surprised they never made like an Inception movie video game. Considering how much you could explore something like that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even have to be this story. It would just be like another story that somebody wrote where you have to go into the dream and give somebody the idea.
Yeah. Fido just died, didn't he?
You know I'm not going to tell you plot points.
Yeah.
I'll answer worldly questions, but I'm not going to tell you what happens.
Jesus, dream within a dream within a dream within a dream. Oh my god, this hurts my head. Oh! It's the little
Catharsis.
fan! It's the little fan! Ah!
We grow together.
But we did. We did, you don't remember. I miss you more than I can bear, but we had our time together. I have to let you go. I have to let you go.
Nope, I don't like that. That's where the movie begins? The movie begins in Saito's limbo?
I'm waiting for someone.
Someone from a half-remembered dream.
God. Impossible.
Oh, so they did do it. So they're all back now. Right? Right?
I'm not gonna tell you plot points.
This isn't some weird limbo?
You stressed?
Yes.
Welcome home, Mr. Cobb.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, one last time.
Look who's here.
Jay, you motherfucker. He's still in limbo, isn't he? Wait. No, it was shaking. Ah! My brain! Ah!
Take a second. Take it in.
Jay, I'm very stressed out right now.
You handled that particularly well for a first watch through. Most people do not handle that as well as you did in terms of like understanding the continuity and the positioning of the film that you're in. Most people get totally lost and are absolutely eclectic about where they are in the film. So the fact that you tracked it well is a very good sign.
Oh, I have 2 brain cells.
So you remember, you might remember I told you in the beginning of this that there was some musical trickery going on with Hans Zimmer, and I told you in the middle of the film about the song as it went on, stretching out and becoming longer the deeper they went, correct?
Right.
So that song that they use is 2 minutes and 22 seconds long. Inception is exactly 2 hours and 22 minutes long. Christopher Nolan 100% did that on purpose because of that song. Funny enough, the actress who played Maul played that singer in another movie.
Really?
Uh-huh. In a movie about that singer.
That's... Alright then.
So, more on the point. Inception. You have now gone from not watching it to having the idea of the movie planted in your mind. What did you think?
That was an exceptional movie.
It's good. It's very good, isn't it?
It hurt my head, but I kind of like that.
Yeah, I feel bad for
about
people who don't like Inception. I really do. I've known a handful of people who thought it was a bad movie. I don't get how. I don't like that watch through. I picked up on stuff I haven't noticed, you know, all of the other ones, and I still like every single time I watch that movie, I get the same reaction as I do. Like half of that, people are gonna see. Like half of that is just me smiling, either watching you react to it or waiting because I knew you were about to see something. So, but
Right.
nobody wants to hear from me. Let's hear from the guy who just saw it for the first time. That's what everybody wants to hear from. Let's see what your thoughts and any questions you had. I'll try to answer.
So, I think the concept of the dream within a dream and the fact that you can like put yourself in there is intense. I would really love to know how they exactly do that. Like, I realize they have that little machine that puts them in there, but like,
yeah,
that is like,
it probably
they never really answer in the movie.
Sure, it probably shuts. Well, he says they take control of the creative process, so the machine probably shuts down the creative process, and then the subject of the dream goes into the dreamer's. The dreamer takes over the creative process. So whenever they put somebody in a dream, they put them into the one that the dreamer created.
Right. So, but I really like that whole concept, and I really like all of that. I was kind of thrown aback because I know that that Cobb had mentioned several times that it's just like that they had been in their limbo for like ever.
Yeah.
But all of the imagery had them be young until right at the end. And so in my mind it was like, yeah, you'd been there for 50 years.
You'd
and
be
it's
old.
like, oh, but we're old souls. But like
Yeah.
all the imagery has me confused because all the imagery was them being young until right at the end.
Yeah, because she
And I
didn't
was just
remember.
like-
She had to be reminded. You know.
Right. So that was something that kind of made sense, but caught me off guard because I was just like, oh, well, surely in limbo you can make yourself not age, but it's just like, well, no, that's not necessarily true.
look at
Time
Ken
is still
Watanabe.
passing. Yeah, look at Ken Watanabe. The dude became like a raisin.
Yeah.
But it made a lot of sense why the movie began the way it did. Why it began the way it did and why it played out the way that it did. I definitely I like them using, like, I like the way that they messed with time. Like, so I like the way that they messed with how time works and how they played the shots with it for that, because I think that that's really I think that was a very, very good way of doing it and making it all kind of like collapse together at the end.
Yeah.
I was a little bit surprised that the math on that was going to be so simple, and they just outright explained it. They were just like, "Oh yeah, 5 minutes here is an hour there, and then so on and so forth." And I'm
I
like,
think somebody I remember did the mathematical breakdown, and I guess it's actually right up until the third level where they say it's 10 years. I think it was actually more than that. But I'm no mathematician, and I'm certainly not going to sit here and do it. You know why? Because it's a detail in the movie, and I don't care. I don't care if it's 10 years or 15 years. In the context of the movie, there's literally no difference. But
right.
All right. So, favorite character.
Favorite character. Have to be Eames.
A lot of people say Eames because he's such a snarky little asshole.
I love it. I love it. I don't know what else I can say about it. I love it.
It depends. It's always, for me, it depends on the perspective of like what I'm watching for when I rewatch it. The very first time I ever watched a movie, my answer was also Eames. I loved that. I think the more times that I've watched it, it's become Dom because it is his story, you know. And the intricacies and how he's always a step ahead of everybody, but not in like an arrogant way. He's just a little bit
in like a if I'm not a step ahead of everybody right now, things are gonna get real
fall
fucked
apart
real fast. Yeah.
Yeah. So I sort of appreciate that because some of my favorite characters in movies are like the guys who are several steps ahead, like V in V for Vendetta or Jigsaw in Saw. I like guys who can think a little bit faster than the average person. I think it's a good story element because it forces the plot forward without being contriving.
Right.
So, is it what you thought? I mean, I know you didn't have any thoughts going into it, but I mean, you didn't really have any expectations at all.
No. Well, no, it's not that I didn't have expectations. I had a general thought from like, back when it came out, and I'm like, okay, well, it looks like this movie's about this, and then I know they said something about jumping into and out of something, but in my mind, my initial, I guess, assumption was that they were jumping in and out of like different dimensions, which is what causes the, the planet, the city to fold in on itself, kind of thing. But when it was dreams, that kind of threw me for a loop, but makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And gives context to a lot of the visuality of the movie.
Did you buy all the structural elements, like this is how the kick works, and this is how I didn't have any issues. I didn't have any real issues. I mean, I already said that I was kind of curious as to how the dreamers get all replaced in the creative process thing there, but I'm sure that they could make up some sciencey wimpy jumbo for movie magic, but but everything else they said just makes sense. I mean, something like making yourself feel a falling effect does bring you out. I mean, it's just everybody's had that.
Yeah, everyone at least once has had that sensation happen to them, and I know I have. I can think of a few times just right off the top of my head that I felt that. So like that makes sense to me. Hearing the music makes sense to me. Let's see what else.
So you probably won't be shocked to know that The Matrix was required viewing for everybody who worked on this film.
Oh yeah, that would not shock me at all.
Nah. There were several others. I think Memento was one, and I believe I know there were some others. I can't remember. Yeah, the movie Memento. It's another Chris Nolan movie. Oh, maybe there's one for the list because I haven't seen that one either.
Oh, Cran.
Yeah.
Oh, so it would be. Oh no, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, now Jay knows what we're gonna watch next.
Maybe next. I don't know. I don't know. I might see how this does and see if the audience gives us a suggestion. Sure. So, most important question: the ending. What do you think? Because this is a huge debate amongst fans of this movie. It's a huge debate.
I think he's out.
You think he was in real life?
Yeah. I think I was like initially I was just like, is he out? Is he in? Is he out? Is he? And I, taking the time to settle and just let it all kind of settle in my head. I think, based on one simple fact, is that I know how tops work, and a top would not. Yeah, a top would not wobble like that if it was not on the precipice of falling.
I'll tell
you.
And
that's why the top is actually such a perfect totem in that sense, because because the way that tops work, if they're spinning, but as soon as they start feeling that, as soon as they start losing momentum and start doing the wibble wobble, it's over. Like it is inevitable that they will stop spinning.
Yeah.
So that simple fact, very simple, very scientific fact, is that the top was going to fall down. It could not retain itself like it would in the dream world. Therefore, he's out.
All right. So the people who argue this argue either he's in or he's out, right? My philosophy on this, and I have some good ones because of what I told you about Star Wars in the past. My philosophy on this is it doesn't matter whether he's in or out, because as Maul has said, he doesn't believe in one reality anymore. The only thing that ever mattered to him was getting back to his children. So I think that top represents that it didn't matter if he was still dreaming or if he was awake, or as some people have said, the whole movie's the first level of a dream, and he's, the whole movie he's in a warehouse somewhere dreaming. But it doesn't matter because he doesn't believe in one reality. He just wants to get home to his kids, and when he believed that he was home and when he believed those were his kids, it didn't matter. That's why he didn't keep looking at the top. That's why he just went to his kids, because he believed he was home. So it doesn't matter if it was real or not.
Right. As soon as he saw his kids, that was it. That makes sense.
That's how my philosophy on that movie, after several viewings, is that it doesn't matter because he believes it, and that's good enough. And that ties because
I still think that he's got to be out.
Because
I don't know. It just feels that way.
For me, the thing that ties it together is, if you remember, when they're in Yusuf's dream chamber room, and they say, they come here to go to sleep, and then the old man says, no, they come to be woken up. The dream has become the reality. Who are you to say otherwise? I think that's your first bit of foreshadowing that reality is what you make it. Because otherwise, that line is totally out of place.
Yeah,
without that context, that line is very out of place.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, of course, everybody is free to interpret the ending as they see fit, and I believe Nolan did that on purpose, because Nolan.
Even if your interpretation is wrong, it's fine.
Right, Incubus, just like yours. So.
Wow.
So.
You're just like catch.
Yep. You're not putting that dead fish in my lap. I tell you what. So, final thoughts.
It was excellent. Very good movie.
Well, we want to thank everybody for tuning in, watching Inception with us. Of course, this is going to be cut up and broken up, so you're not going to see the whole movie. But if we did that, we'd get it taken down anyway. There's a significant chance it's still going to happen.
And you would just spend if you're watching me, you would just spend a lot of time with me going like this.
Yep. So, once again, I want to remind everybody we got a ton of social media. All of it will be linked down below at the description of this video. Of course, as we said at the top, join our Discord. We do tons of stuff in there all the time. You'll get direct updates when we stream on Twitch. You'll get updates when we post on the Twitter account. And in the future, you'll get updates when we post more YouTube videos. As well, if you like
memes
and memes, lots
memes.
of memes. We got a dog cryptocurrency, not a real cryptocurrency, but we got a dog-based cryptocurrency.
Dead Zone cryptocurrency.
Yeah, it's come and see. It's not the NFT cringy shit. Come and see. So
it's just for fun.
Last thing, of course, if you guys liked what you saw here today, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. That way we know to keep making more content just like this. But for now, I am Jay.
I'm Ink.
And we will see you next time right here on DZG for more reaction content and more streaming. Take care, everybody.